In this video I'm going to show you how to find documents in FileDirector. So if you're an end user, you've got a drop down list here of your document types, and depending on your security settings you'll be able to see the document types that the administrator wants you to see. So for example, if I go into purchase invoices, the fields appear which are relevant for purchase invoices. If I go into my supplier statements, then the fields are different. They've been assigned differently. So if I wanted to find a purchase invoice from one of my suppliers called Northamber, and I could say that the date was, say, greater than the 1st of February 2011, and if I click search up here, I will get what's called search results down here. So there's a bunch of invoices here that fit that criteria. If I double click into one of these invoices, it will launch it. I can then kind of draw with my mouse to zoom in and have a look. Okay, so that's a very basic search. We might want to expand the date range now and say let's have a look at some documents between a specific date. Let's say the 15th of June and the 31st of August 2011. And if I click search now, then we can narrow that field down. So for each of these fields here, you have a little drop down to show you what you can go for, like a range or greater than, less than. Okay, this little icon here, this clears the fields. So if you wanted to get back to your basic search, you can do it there. If you didn't know who you were searching for, so you sort of knew that something began or had AV in it, AV star for example, and I click search, then I could find, for example, my Avnet suppliers down here. Double click, invoice appears on screen. Once I've got an invoice up, if I right click on it, or if I right click down here, I can print it, I can send it to someone, send it via email. So that's basically, that's the basic search criteria. Depending on whether or not you have the function built in, there's an icon here for full text search. So this is actually typing inside the content. So if I type the word London and click search, it's now doing a full text search and it's bringing back any documents with the word London in it. So if I double click in this solar invoice here, it's on page 2. Somewhere on this page here is the word London. I'm going to trust that it's on there. Okay, if I went into this comms.com one, it's saying on page 1 is the word London, which is there, it is there, it's highlighted it for me. So that's full text search. The other search we have up here is extended search. Now how this works is if we type in the word Northamber here and we click extended search, what's happened now is it's searched across all my different document types for the references of Northamber. Now this is particularly useful if you have something like a job ID or a job number or a client number. You can then retrieve all of the document types and all of the documents with that particular field on there. So that's an advanced search here, or an extended search, shall we say. The final search, which is useful for kind of auditing, is the info search. If we click on this, we now have a big bunch of buttons, a big bunch of options appear, and these are kind of more what we call meta information, things like the date it was created on, who it was created by. So if we said that we only want to find 3-page documents in the supplier statements, if I click search, then I can find all of these statements here, which are 3-page documents. What you'll notice when you're retrieving documents is that PDFs are handled slightly differently to TIFF files, or sort of scanned pages. So if you right click on a TIFF file, you will get the email links and the save as buttons here, whereas a PDF you'll actually be getting the same right click that you would get in an Acrobat viewer.